in game number 2. Hope you guys aren't too sick of my voice just yet. I can talk for days. Alrighty. So, any change-ups from Shaft? We do have Farah coming out from the get-go here. It looks like, for the most part, yeah, actually Chiefs are just sticking with what they started with in the last game, I think. So maybe the addition of the Farah will help these guys out a little bit. Would be nice to see. Maybe something coming from the sky would be the way to finally break through these guys, because for the most part they've got the ground locked down. So I don't really know how you're supposed to actually get through these guys, like, ever. But hopefully they can make it work with some justice. Everyone likes a bit of justice from time to time. So, also, obviously this time, Chiefs do need to take these guys pretty seriously. I know the last game looked kind of one-sided still, but these guys are the next best team. They've made it to the finals, so you can't kind of underestimate them, or you might actually shoot yourself in the foot. So let's see how we go in the second game. We're about to get started here. Hopefully our friends over at Shaft can get something going here, work some magic, and get some points on the board, or they might be in a bit of trouble. So leading strong with KS1 here as they escort the payload. KS1 actually one of the best Reinhardts we've seen throughout the day here. And they're already splitting up, in fact. We do have Hey Katie sitting up on the roof here, so she might be able to pick a couple of people off if they get a little bit too fresh over here. But at the same time, we do have Taki and Aaron up on the roof there, trying to see if they can get any pick-offs themselves over here as they try and move the payload through this spot, which is quite tricky to actually squeeze through, all in all. Wizard moving up, seeing if he can get a bit of damage done. Hey Katie actually losing a lot of health. Termo in a bit of danger as well as KS1 plunges through. Always looking so strong with Reinhardt, but Termo counters it with his own charge and takes him out of the game completely. Oreo actually also falling throughout that exchange. But Taki and Wizard, two big damage dealers for Shaft, have also fallen down, and all the Chiefs players are now back up and running. Ori has an ultimate ready to rock and roll, so that would actually be probably a nice person to target if you're Taki, to try and get rid of, because you know anytime someone does a big move, if KS1 comes in with an ult, if Wizard lines up a nice high noon, all of that work can be undone by one Mercy ultimate, so gotta be a little bit careful about who gets taken out here. They're still actually having a bit of a struggle getting through here. Hey Katie takes out Taki. Widowmaker again, able to snipe the mirror opponent without too much effort. I think maybe they need to try and split again, maybe get McCree going around a different side to try and get a couple of pick-offs, because at the moment they're very much pinned back here, and the payload's actually moving backwards because they're not able to really get a nice position on it. Most of the time they're hiding behind the wall, trying not to take too much fire here. We do have a Taki, excuse me, as Genji trying to sneak around the back there, but gets taken out by Dorky GN with Junkrat. Fortunately, Genji is like the squishiest hero ever, or one of them. So Junkrat can make short work of one if he's not careful. We've got Farah now, as Tongue trying to slide around, seeing if he can get a few shots off on Hey Katie, but Termo and Dorky GM between them taking out a couple of players. Snowblind joining that list, taking out Wizard and Ori. Hey Katie and Snowblind actually all falling as well. So Chiefs suddenly a little bit on the ropes. Looks like Shaft is finally able to get some kills on the board, and that is helping them finally move out of that awkward position there, move that payload forward. They've only got less than 2 minutes to get to that first checkpoint. They're almost there. Rest assured they will make it to that point, but still, it's been a slow process getting through these chokes against Chiefs. So hopefully they can keep it up, keep moving against these guys, and get a point on the board here. Tongue moving up into the sky, trying to counter Hey Katie, Ori, and Doki GN getting up in the sky there as well. Trying to stay on the payload at the same time, getting them moving forward out of this area. Hey Katie, gotta be careful. Actually quite low, getting critical there in fact. But Poria nearby with the heals, gonna help out a lot. Taki leaping between buildings, trying to see if she can get a snipe off here and there. But so far, both teams have been doing a pretty good job at keeping each other alive. Wizard moving around the front, needs to be careful. He's out by himself and he does get sniped immediately by Hey Katie. Nice hit there. Tongue trying to get some hits on the top of the roof here as Termo shielding with that Reinhardt shields is just making it so difficult for anyone to die. Taki taking out Dorky GN as well. So a couple of kills happening here and there, but Chiefs actually do have 3 ultimates available. Couple more falling, a lot of ground being gained here by Shaft. Aaron goes down there, that's a big lot of support. Tongue following her down in the land of the dead. KS1 unfortunately getting taken out as well, and all these guys, this could actually be a full team kill. More or less is, with Ruski the only person still alive, and he does eventually fall himself too. So progress was looking real good there for Shaft for a moment, but Chiefs battle it back. They regroup, they get healed back up, and that payload is now moving backwards once more. So Shaft need to get up here ASAP, get that payload moving back in the direction that they want it to. Going to be a bit tricky now though, because Chiefs have had a moment to set up on the roofs again. Nice jump off there though. Termo, Doki GN kind of out in the middle of nowhere. KS1 tries to slide in, get some stuff done. Hey Katie actually in a bit of danger here, and we've got Wizard around the right hand side of the map trying to take some pot shots off behind Reinhardt's shield, and the guys on the roof as well. Hey Katie, you can see like beelining for the damage dealers. Taki almost getting taken out there. Hey Katie does manage to pick off Aaron, and Wizard going down to Doki GN as well, leaving no one on the payload as Ruski has to bail out, being Lucio's not actually able to do all that much by himself. KS1 comes in to save the day, see if he can shield Taki before Taki takes too much damage, but unfortunately Termo are able to pick him off without too much trouble. Hey Katie taking a lot of fire, but with the healing from Mercy, Ori doing a fantastic job. I gotta say, Ori actually deserves a big round of applause for the amount of healing and cool plays with the ultimates and whatnot that we've seen from Chiefs thus far. But it's not over yet. I mean, we have less than 2 minutes on the clock for Shaft to get that payload on the checkpoint. And while they have lost a little bit of ground, I do have good faith that they can get back up in there. The main problem is all these guys on the high ground. It's really hard to get up there with Junkrat, with Widowmaker up in the sky. It's so hard to actually do some damage. But Doki GN and Snowblind taking out a couple of kills. Farah has gone down. A nice resurrection there from Aaron at the last moment. But all the players basically go down. Again, that's an entire team kill from Chiefs. Beautiful moves there, and they're still with a small amount of ground that our friends over at Shaft did recover, once again being lost as the payload starts to move back. Shaft once again regrouping, seeing if they can do anything against these guys. Any pickoff would help, maybe getting rid of Dorky or Widowmaker if they could, but it's kind of hard to get back there. Could make the difference, because really they come under a lot of fire as soon as they get anywhere near that. Look at that positioning for Chiefs with the shield, makes it so hard. Tongue tries to fly up and get some work done, but gets taken out almost instantly without doing anything much at all. KS1 got an ulti available, that might be another way in for him. There it goes, he does pop it, but it is countered by Termo with a charge as well. And he is pushed right back. Hey Katie and Ori have gone down though. Snowblind about to follow suit. This is what Shaft needed. Fantastic moves by them, as only losing KS1, that's a sacrifice they can make to get this payload onto that point, and they are moving on towards point 3. This is the momentum that these guys have been looking for. Can they seal the deal as they move in here towards the final checkpoint for Chiefs? They're going to be defending it tooth and nail, that's for sure. And unfortunately, Shaft don't have a huge amount of time to play with. But so far, so good. They're staying alive well. 4 of them have ultis ready to rock and roll. Do have to bear in mind that that also is similar for Chiefs with 3 ready to go, including an RE1 for them as well. meaning almost an instant resurrection and a nice pushback there. Disrupts the high noon for Wizard, but Wizard does still manage to take out Ori, Termo, and Snowblind, getting huge kills here. Beautiful plays by Shaft. A resurrection goes down, bringing back Tung and Taki, and they are going to pull this payload home. Chiefs, can they contest it at the last moment? No, they cannot. Chiefs and Shaft now tied 1-1. Fantastic moves by Shaft there. It looked a little bit scary for them, unable to get the payload through some of the smaller chokes there, but they made it work in the end, getting some key pickoffs. Here's Snowblind with play of the game. That roof positioning is just so deadly. Gets 4 kills? My goodness. Beautiful moves there. I'm impressed with Shaft, man. After Chiefs looking unstoppable all day and finally dropping a map to Shaft. That is something to be proud of for sure, and they could very well take the grand finals here in the final map.